Welcome to class 4 EVS. Children, today we are going to start the new chapter. Children, I am going to ask you a question, that is, what is it we cannot live without? Children, think and answer. What is it without which we cannot live? Can you, children? Think and tell me, what is it without which we cannot live? Children, that is air. Children, the air we breathe is the most important thing that every human being need to live. Children, breathing is essential for human beings. Children, can you imagine of a life without air? Children, I have told you in my previous chapters, there are few things without which we cannot live. But children, these things were food, shelter and cloth. We call it as basic needs or basic facilities. Children, we cannot live without these things, but we can imagine of a life, at least for few days we can live without food, without water, without shelter or without clothes. But we cannot imagine a life, we cannot even live for few minutes without air. So children, air is something without which none of the living things can live even for few minutes. So children, air is present everywhere. Children, as we know, our earth is surrounded by a layer of air, and all the empty spaces on the earth are filled with air. We cannot see air, but we can feel it. Children, have you seen air? Children, have you seen air? No, we haven't seen air, but we can feel it. How can you feel it, children? We can feel it by, if you blow air on your palm, you can feel the warmth of the air. You can feel the moisture in the air. So children, the air which comes out of our mouth is moist and warm. We can see by feeling the warmth and moisture of the air, we can feel that there is air. Children, we can feel air through swinging leaves or blowing air also helps in drying the clothes. Children, air also dries our clothes. If we see movement in our clothes, we feel that there is something which is making the cloth fly. Children, the swinging leaves also tells us that there is something which makes them move or swing. Children, as we have, by now you must have understood about what we are talking. We are talking about air. So today we are going to start our next chapter, that is chapter 9, air we breathe. Children, as I told you just now, air is something which cannot be seen, but it can be felt. We cannot see air, but we can see, we can feel the air. As we know, air is present everywhere, all around us, but we cannot see it. We can only feel its presence in so many ways. Children, if you see the leaves of trees, they rattle, or the clothes hanging on the wires sway, or the pages of your notebook, book begin fluttering. So children, these tells us that there is air which makes these leaves rattle or swing, or the clothes have movement or they sway only because of the air. And also children, the pages of your notebook or the big book, they also flutter because of the air. So children, these as air, the air is very important for all of us. As we know, we cannot live without air. Breathing is essential for human beings. As we know, we all breathe, and it is very important for us to breathe, because we cannot live without breathing even for few minutes. We cannot live without air. And also children, as we have studied in previous chapter, that there are few more things which are living. These are plants and animals. Children, plants and animals also need air to breathe or remain alive. So children, we'll repeat once again what we studied just now. Children, in this chapter we are going to read about the importance of air. We are going to read about the importance of air. Then we'll be reading uses of air, then characteristics of air, and how is air pollution caused and how we can control it. Children, in this chapter we'll be reading the importance of air, then uses of air in our life, characteristics of air, and then how is air pollution caused and how we can reduce it. So next topic will be how is pollution caused and how we can reduce it. Before that, once again we'll revise whatever we have studied just now. So children, it is air which we breathe. So the air we breathe is most important thing that every human being or plants and animals need. Breathing is essential for all of us, whether we are human beings, plants or animals. So let us see children how important this air is for human beings, plants and animals through some activities. So children, here is a picture of a boy. This is a boy. So children, this boy is sleeping. What is the boy is doing? The boy is sleeping. Children, if you put your hand on the chest of the boy, you will feel that there is movement in the chest. Why there is movement in the chest? Why chest is moving? Because children, this is only because the boy is breathing. This shows the boy is alive and he is breathing air in and out. So children, this shows it is very important for a person or a boy or any human being to breathe. As we know, air is very important for all of us. All of us breathe air to remain alive. So children, let us see how it is important in plants. Now children, animals and insects need air to breathe. Same as human beings, animals and insects also need air to breathe. So children, this air is very important for all of us. So let us see how this air is important for the animals. Now children, let us do an activity. By this activity, we will be able to know how important air is for all the insects. Now children, here in the picture we can see two glass jar. Children, take two glass jar with a lid on each. Children, take two glass jar with lid with a tight lid. Now children, the lid of one bottle, in the lid of one bottle make some holes. Children, you can see in the lid of this bottle there are some holes. You can see the holes in the lid of first bottle. Now children, label these two bottles A and B. First bottle is labeled as A and second bottle is labeled as B. So children, take two glass jar, label them A and B. Now put one cockroach in each jar. Children, after labeling, put a cockroach in each jar. So we can see here there are cockroach in each jar, one in this and one in the other one. So children, take two jars and put a cockroach in each jar. Now close the bottle tightly with the lid. Now close both the bottles tightly with the lid. Children, after few days, now both the bottles are tightly closed. Now after few days we will find that 4 or 5 days, after 4 or 5 days you will observe that the first bottle, that is bottle A, the cockroach in the first bottle remains alive. Children, the cockroach in the first bottle, here in this bottle, in the first bottle remains alive, whereas the cockroach in the second bottle dies. So now the cockroach in the second bottle is dead. First one is alive, whereas in the second bottle cockroach is dead. Let us find out why it happens. Children, as we had made holes in the bottle A, as we had made holes in the lid of bottle A, the air which had come on the first bottle, that is bottle A, could enter the bottle through the hole on the lid of the bottle. So the air could enter the first bottle through the holes in the lid of the bottle A. That is why the cockroach in bottle A could breathe and remains alive. So here in bottle A, cockroach remains alive because of the air which could enter through the holes on the lid of bottle A. This cockroach is alive, whereas in bottle B there is no hole on the lid. So the air on this, so the air on this could enter the jar, and because of that air the cockroach was able to breathe and he remained alive, whereas in bottle B, as there were no holes, children, in bottle B, as there were no holes, these air strike on the lid of the bottle and turns back, it goes back, there is not able to enter the bottle. That is why the cockroach is not able to breathe. And if this shows that the animal also needs air to breathe. As this cockroach gets no air, it is dead. It is dead. This shows that, children, air is very important for animal. So, breathing is very important for all the human beings as well as animals. Here, this insect, cockroach, in bottle 1 could survive only because it could get the air from the holes in the lid, whereas in the jar, the second jar, the cockroach, as there was no hole in the lid, air was not able to enter the bottle and cockroach did not get any air for breathing and it dies. This shows that every animal needs air to breathe. Children, this shows that every animal needs air to breathe. Let us see what happens with the plants. Now children, in case of plants, as we have studied before in the previous chapter, that the plants, in case of plants, the leaf, on the lower surface of the leaf there are some small openings or the pores. So children, on the lower surface of these leaves we have some pores or opening called stomata. These are the openings which are called stomata. So these stomatas help in the exchange of air. As we have studied in the previous video also, these are the pores which help in exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen. So carbon dioxide enters the leaf and oxygen comes out. So children, these pores help in the movement of air in and out, or exchange of air in the plants, and through this way they are able to breathe. These plants are able to breathe. So children, let us find out what happens if a plant doesn't get air, or what happens if another plant gets air. So let us see how important air is for a plant through the activity. Now children, let's do an activity. Here children, we have 2 potted plants. Take 2 potted plants. Children, label them A and B. So children, here we have labeled it as A and B. Now children, apply some oil. Here is oil, this is oil, this is oil. Take oil in your hand and apply it on the leaves. So children, apply these on both the side of the leaves. Children, apply this oil on both sides of the leaf, both sides of the leaf in case of plant A. Children, apply oil in plant A. Apply oil in all the leaves of plant A. Children, all the leaves of plant A are applied with oil, means put oil on both the sides of the leaf in all the leaves of the plant A. So all the leaves of plant A are applied with oil. On both the side of the leaf are applied with oil. Then let's see what happens. Now children, keep this plant under observation for 4 to 5 days. Children, in case of plant A, we have put a layer of oil on over all the leaves of the plant. In case of plant A, we have applied oil on both the sides of the leaf, on both the sides of all the leaves. So children, after few days we will find that, and keep on watering the plants. keep on watering both the potted plants regularly till 4 to 5 days. Now, what we see? On 5th day, we will see that the plant, first plant, that is plant A, this plant to which we had applied oil. The leaves of the plant A were applied with oil. All the leaves of plant A were applied with oil. On both the surface of the leaf were applied with oil. So what happens? What you see in the picture? You can see that the first plant, that is plant A dies, whereas plant B survives. Children, can you tell why it happens? It happens because the pores on the leaves were blocked with the help of oil. Children, when you applied oil on the leaves of all the leaves of plant A, the pores present on the leaf were blocked. As they were blocked, there was no exchange of air with the surrounding. So children, as the pores were blocked by applying oil, there was no exchange of air in the plant A. Even though the plant could receive sunlight and water, but there was no exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide with the surrounding. The plant was not able to breathe. That is why plant A died or dried. So children, this shows that it is very important, or air is also important for plants. So children, plants also breathe, and air is the one which is breathed by the plant. The plant breathes air. That is why air is very important for the plant. If plant doesn't get air, it will die or it will dry off. So in this activity, we could understand how important air is for the plants also. As a plant is also a living thing, it also needs air to breathe. Now children, we were reading the importance of air. Now we are going to read uses of air in our life. Now children, uses of air. Let us understand uses of air through picture. Children, as we know, there is air all around us, and this air fills all the empty spaces around us. So children, let us understand uses of air through picture. Now children, let us see the uses of air. How air is useful? Firstly, children, it helps in flying the air balloons. It is useful in the flying of air balloons, hot air balloons. So children, air is useful in flying the hot air balloons. Second use is air is used to fill the tire tubes of vehicles such as cycle, scooter, bike, car, etc. Now, it is also useful in burning fire. That is why it is useful to cook the food. Then children, it is also useful for the plant to prepare their food. As we know, this air helps in the plant to breathe. It helps the plant to breathe, and also it helps the plant to prepare their food. So children, in case of plant also, there is exchange of air, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide. So air is useful for plants also. Air is useful in flying in the flying of aeroplane. So because of air only, aeroplane is able to fly or take off. And air is also important to blow dandelions. So children, you can blow something with the help of air. Now these airs are also useful to blow the balloons. So children, these are some of the uses of air. Now, as we know children, fast moving air is called wind. Wind makes branches and leaves of the trees swing. A strong wind can even uproot the tree. So children, wind makes branches and leaves of trees to swing. A strong wind can even uproot the tree. So children, fast moving air is called wind. Wind makes branches and leaves of the trees swing. A strong wind can even uproot the trees. Children, wind also helps us in various ways. For example, flying a kite high in the sky. Kite flies high in the sky only because of the wind. Children, fly a kite high in the sky is only because of the wind. Because of wind, we can move the windmill. Children, windmill can only move if there is wind. It can also sail a boat. So children, same as air, this fast moving air is called wind. It is also very important. It helps in flying the kite high in the sky. It also helps in moving the windmill, as well as it can also sail a boat. And children, it can also uproot a tree. Children, so children, this wind can also uproot a tree. As I told you, wind is useful in flying the kite high in the sky. Because of the wind only, kite flies high in the sky. Children, wind is the one which helps windmill to move. These windmills are useful in the generation of electricity. It helps to generate electricity. Children, windmills move only because of the wind. Now, parachute also fly in the sky, or parachute also flies with the help of wind. Now, as I told you, wind helps in sailing the boat. So these are the different uses of wind. And also it is the wind which helps in drying the cloth. Children, if there was no air around us, can you imagine what all could happen? Children, because of the air only, we are able to talk. It is the air due to wind. So children, it is the air which helps us to talk. It is the air which helps us to move. Children, if there was no air around us, we would not be able to hear each other. Children, so if someone speaks to you, you would not be able to hear if there was no air in the air. We would not be able to smell the things. This is air which makes us smell the things which are around us. It also helps us to alarm about our surrounding. If there is anything getting rotten, due to the smell, we are able to identify that it is not good for us and it may make us sick. So children, what all happens around us, we come to know only because of the air. Children, if you talk about movement, you talk about what all things happen around us. Everything happens only because of air. If there was no air, children, vehicles would not be able to move. Children, if you are able to burn a fire, that is also because of the air. If you are able to cook the food, that is also because of the air. Children, the food which we eat We eat food to get energy, and this energy, when this food inside our body reacts with oxygen, it produces energy. So it is only because of the energy, air or the oxygen which is inside our body. So air is very important for all of us, and it is also important for burning fire. So children, the food which we cook, it is only because of the air. So children, let us revise what we studied today. All living things need air. No living being can survive without air for more than a few minutes. Air is present everywhere around us, but we cannot see it. We feel its presence in so many ways. We notice it when the leaves of trees rattle, or the clothes hanging on the clothes line sway, or the pages of an open book begin fluttering. So children, moving air is called wind. So children, with this we have understood that air is very important for all of us. Air is present all around us. We human beings, plants or animals cannot survive without air. So whatever activities are taking around us are only because of air. If there were no air, we would not be able to survive, and we would not be able to speak or hear what others are saying, or we would not be able to move around. So there are many activities which depend on air. So we will read more about air in our next session. Till then, thank you children.